Firstly, let me apologise for starting a little late. My plane was delayed this morning. This was all put together at short notice, but we're very grateful that you've agreed to come and take some questions from the committee here today. I'd like to welcome everybody here and declare open this 7th public hearing of the Senate Select Committee into the Abbott Government's Commission of Audit. It's a public hearing and a Hansard transcript of the proceedings is being made. Before the committee starts taking evidence, I remind all witnesses that in giving evidence to the committee, they're protected by parliamentary privilege. I also note that we have a number of participating members of this committee. Senator McDonald, I'm advised, has expressed his concern that he hasn't been given notice of this meeting. But I do acknowledge...
Mr Chairman, it's Ian McDonald.
Sorry, if I can just finish, and then I'm more than happy to take some questions. So I do just reiterate that we have given notice of our committee hearings to people who have expressed an interest in the committee, and I do note that Senator McDonald did not indicate his interest in the hearings that this committee have been undertaking, and it's for that reason he wasn't provided with any information, but we will certainly endeavour to do so from this point on. I would like to welcome the Chair of the National Commission of Audit, Mr Tony Shepherd, and I'd also like to welcome...
Mr Chairman, can I raise some issues, please, before you start?
Senator McDonald, if I can just finish at this point here, and then when I give you...
Witness, I want to speak before the witness is called.
When I give you the floor, Senator McDonald, I'm more than happy for you to make your contribution.
Well, when are you going to do that?
I'll do that once I've welcomed our witnesses here today.
Okay.
I welcome the Chair of the National Commission of Audit, Mr Tony Shepherd, and I also welcome the Head of the Secretariat, Mr Peter Crone. Can I ask you to make a brief opening statement, and then I'll hear from
Mr.
Senator...
Chairman, this is most irregular. I want to actually raise some issues. First of all, the fact that Senator Eggleston and I have been waiting on the phone for 15 minutes and have only just been connected. That's the one thing. Secondly, I'd like to know who exactly is in the hearing at the moment. Are there any government members present, and why, in every other committee I'm involved in where there are participating members, every participating member is advised of meetings. They may not get documents, but they're advised of meetings. Now, I'm trying to appear and ask questions in the next 40 minutes before a plane is called. I've tried to get to Canberra overnight, but there's simply no ability to get to Canberra. And I'm just curious, first of all, on who is in the room, if you could tell me that for a start.
So, Senator McDonald, I'm happy to answer those questions. We have opposition senators, Senator Kate Lundy and Senator Sam Dastyari. We have 3 members of the committee from the government. In terms of these...
who's in the room today? Not who's on the committee. I know who's
No, as I said, there are two opposition senators and myself as chair, and none of the government senators, the 3 government senators, were able to make it today.
When were they advised of the committee meeting, and did you as chairman make any inquiries as to whether they were in the country, in the town, or anywhere else?
Yes, we did, and they were unable to make it here today, so at a regular basis.
Well, this makes a complete farce of the whole parliamentary system when you have a committee hearing at urgent notice without any government members, with most of the members of the committee apparently not receiving notice of it, to investigate a report which I understand, I haven't seen, is 5 kilograms in weight, and you're expecting us to ask serious questions of witnesses overnight. I mean, this makes a complete farce of the whole process, and the fact that you have no government member in the room, and Senator Eggleston and I hanging on at the other ends of the country, and me only for a little while before my plane leaves, is just so fast. And can I suggest that you might adjourn the hearings until such time as senators can have a look at the Commissioner of Audit report and properly prepare themselves and get to Canberra to question these witnesses?
With respect, Senator McDonald, the non-participation of government senators is something you need to take up with members of this committee on the government side
When
who
were they
have...
advised of this?
Senator McDonald, please let me finish my statement. The members of the government who are the permanent members of this committee have declined to participate in recent hearings. And most of those hearings have been convened...
They declined, or have they had other committees on?
Senator Eggleston, if you could just again let me complete my statement. The issue of the participation of government senators in this committee is a question for the government, not for this committee. We've endeavoured on every occasion to seek their participation, and they have declined to do so during recent... Senator McDonald. Senator McDonald.
I'm asking, when were the government
Senator McDonald,
members
please.
advised of this meeting?
Senator McDonald, if you'd let me complete my statement, I'll then be happy to engage in further questions, and we'll need to move on. So government senators have had the opportunity to participate
When
in
were they
hearings.
advised of this meeting?
Senator McDonald, again, I just ask that you let me complete my
Are
statement.
you going to answer that?
I will answer that question.
Thank you.
So they have been given the opportunity to participate, and they've declined that invitation. In terms of this meeting, the notification of Friday's meeting was given to government senators last Thursday, that there was a likelihood that we would be seeking, so we are talking over a week ago, that we would be seeking to invite the commissioners today.
When were they advised
an
of this
email
meeting?
last Thursday they were notified by the Secretariat, and an email was sent on Monday. This was all put together at short notice, but we're very grateful that you've agreed to come and...
To all government members on the committee?
Yes.
That it was on today at 9 a.m?
Yes, I've just answered that question, Senator McDonald.
Okay.
If the answer is not an answer that you're happy with, it's important you take it up with those government senators. Now it's
my
time to...
understanding is they weren't advised until last night, although I'm getting that third hand.
They were sent an email by the committee.
They
were sent an email by the committee secretariat on Monday. It's now time to move on. So, it's now time to move on. I'm going to ask Mr Shepherd and Mr Crone, do you wish to make a brief opening statement before we go to questions?
Yes, thank you, Senator.
Thank you.
This is an outrageous abuse.
I did ask if I could ask you a question, Senator Eggleston.
We need to move on. Mr Shepherd, your opening statement, please.
Please
please ignore the interjections.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr Shepherd, but I want to raise a point of order with the Chairman. And, Chairman, my point of order is that you indicated to Senator Eggleston that you would come back to him when you'd answered my question, and I ask that you do so.
It's now time to move on. We're in the middle of an opening statement from Mr Shepherd. You're being extremely disrespectful to the witness. Mr Shepherd, please proceed with your opening statement and ignore the interjections.
You are being disrespectful to the Senate and to senators. I'm raising a point of order. I'm apologising to Mr Shepherd for interrupting him, but I am raising a point of order. That point of order, Mr Chairman, is that you made a ruling that you would come back to Senator Eggleston as soon as you had dealt with my queries, and you haven't done that, and I ask that you do so.
Senator McDonald, it's becoming clear that the continued operation of this hearing will become untenable if you continue, which may in fact be your intention. Mr Shepherd and Mr Crone have...
apologise for that. That is an outrageous slur.
Mr
This
Shepherd...
whole committee is a farce in that you run a hearing without any notice to most of the members of the committee. It's just a farce. Now, can you address my point of order and go to Senator Eggleston for the issues he wanted to raise before the witnesses were called?
In the interest of perhaps showing the respect that Mr Shepherd and Mr Crone deserve, I'll ask what the issue that Senator Eggleston wanted to raise was. So could you please raise that?
It's a question of wording. You said the coalition senators declined to appear. I suspect that in fact they had other commitments, and I think you created an impression of disinterest on the part of the coalition senators, which I think you should respectfully remedy by saying they had other commitments.
Senator Eggleston, if the inference in my response was that they declined to appear because they weren't interested in participating in this committee, then that wasn't the imputation. They declined to appear. I'm not sure on what basis. I can't give you that information. If it was in fact because they had other commitments, then I accept that. I'm happy to put that on the record. Let's return.
You must use more appropriate language.
Well, they declined to appear is a statement of fact, Senator Eggleston. I can't tell you on the basis on which they declined to appear, and I can't tell you on what basis that statement was made.
They didn't decline; they were unable.
Okay, well, they were unable to appear. If that satisfies, if that's going to enable us to continue on with this hearing, I'm more than happy to perhaps let the Hansard record reflect that the government senators were unable to appear.
Thank you.
And Mr. Chairman, can I just indicate in courtesy to the committee that at 9:45 I have to leave to catch a plane because I was unaware of this hearing was on until late last night.
So you're just here to run interference, Senator McDonald. Can we please get on with the hearing now? We have two witnesses here who are patiently waiting to give an opening statement. I'm sure you would agree this issue is of serious interest to Australians at this time.
So why weren't senators advised of it if it's so serious?
It's time now to move on. I think those issues have been thoroughly discussed. Mr Shepherd and Mr Crone, I might need to beg your indulgence. I'm not sure what your commitments are beyond 11 o'clock, but we've already managed to waste 20 minutes of the hearing's time, and we may in fact seek to continue the conversation beyond 11 if that's okay. Thank you. Thanks very much.